Hi, this is Joe from Naturally Rooted Growers. In this video, we're going to be showing you what we've got for our indoor growing to get us ready for the spring planting. All these things were purchased from Amazon. We got our 6-tier chrome shelf with wheels. Our 4-foot Berea 42-watt LEDs. For growing. And we've got these small fans to simulate some wind because they will be outdoors in the spring. All right, taking a closer look at the setup here. These fans are just something we had laying around the house. We'll put a link to the ones that actually clamp to these posts. As far as the shelf goes, it is very sturdy. It's nice that it has wheels also. The lights. Do put out decent lumens. Or lux. I'm not sure what you say. And this is just a free app for a cell phone. I can put that in the video or the description also. So I'll let Marissa explain the rest to you.
So Joe showed you our grow rack system with the lights, and I'm going to show you how we're going to plant our seedlings. So I got these trays from Bootstrap Farmers. They're 10-20 trays. They're extra strength. They're really durable. They have great reviews. So I went ahead and bought 30 of each because they should last us quite a few years. So the first one I got was the deeper tray with no holes. So that will act as my base in the bottom. The second one I got was this mesh tray, and it will go on top of the one with the holes with no bottom. So that's my plan instead of getting the plastic containers, and I will tell you why in a minute. I got these soil blockers from Johnny's. They're metal. This one's a 20 and this one's a 5. So my plan is to use the ProMix organic soil, use these soil blockers, and just set each of the little ones into this tray that I make. So that way it has more room and they won't become root bound. The seeds that are in the plastic containers will just like wrap around the container, and it's hard to transplant that way. This way it won't create a root bound and it will go straight into these holes if it has to. But this way, the plant won't be like soggy. The water will have somewhere to drain, and hopefully we will reduce the risk of disease, pests, and have a better plant altogether. So by using these soil blockers, I've got a smaller set first because if the seedling isn't ready to be transplanted outside yet, all we have to do is pot it on. So which that means is we take the little piece of soil that we got with our seedling, and we'll now put it on top of this one. So we'll have a little seedling, and then we'll use the bigger one and literally put the potting soil seedling on top of the bigger soil block. That way it can grow roots more down. And I'm sorry if that's a little confusing. I will have a video on our process on how we're doing that come springtime. So stay tuned for that. And I want to share with you some of the varieties that we are deciding to use in our garden this year and where we're getting them from. And my favorite is the Seed Saver Exchange. They are a nonprofit and they have heirloom varieties. They have catalogs and you can order online. They have a lot of organic options. And the second one is True Leaf. We decided to try them this year because we've heard good things about them and they are cost effective. So we are in zone 6B, which means we'll start planting our seedlings in like March, some April, and then we will plant them outside around middle of May, usually around Mother's Day. So some of the ones that we're going to plant indoors to start with are the ones that don't have a very good root system. They have a slower development. So we'll start these seedlings pretty soon. So our first ones are like the red peppers. We've tried the King of the North before, and they're really good yield. The cyclone pepper we've used for like hot red pepper flakes. You dry them and they're really good that way. More pepper plants. We are doing our onions indoors because I wanted the Creole onion because it's good for storage. So since we're wanting to try to up our storage and sustainability, I want to get things that are going to last longer. The calabrese broccoli, the early snowball cauliflower, the cherry Roma tomato. We love just snacking on these. They're just good to have. The Wisconsin Chief tomato. So it's supposed to be a good processing tomato, which I'm going to be doing a lot of. And the pink plum celery. So this is supposed to taste like fennel. And we use a lot of juicing recipes that ask for fennel, and you can't always find it in the store. So I decided to try this. That'll be our first time trying that one. So these are pretty much the ones we're starting indoors. Outdoors, they will have a better root system and they don't transplant well. So like watermelons, all of your root crops, beans, peas, are your easy ones like lettuce that are just easy to grow outside. Radishes. I'm doing all my herbs outside too. We are trying asparagus. We're trying the Mary Washington. So hopefully cut costs down on that in the grocery store. We got the climbing French beans. Hopefully we can do a trellis this year and get most of the things up off the ground. We got zucchini. We do have a lot of squash bugs, so hopefully we can make a trellis for those too. But zucchini, you can never go wrong. They're like one of the easiest things to get because they're just grow in abundance. Corn, we're trying the Bantam corn. We haven't had success yet, but maybe with the way we're going to try it this year, we will. We'll have to keep you updated on that. Super excited for loofahs. I have not grown them yet, but I've seen that you can use them for like dish scrubbies and everything, so I'm excited to try these. This is like one of my favorites. Excited to try. And we are doing the organic beet bull's blood beets. So we got like a huge bag because we're going to share them with friends and family. Pickled beets, anything with beets, we got you covered. So how I keep all of this organized, a huge help has been the Gardener's Almanac. So this, I printed a list, made a garden. They have a garden. You just put in everything you want. It'll show you the spacing and how much you can fit of each crop. They give you a print-off list of the quantity of plants you need, when to sow indoors, outdoors, and when to harvest them. So this was a great help and just time-saving, crop rotation. It saves your information. It says what plants can plant next to each other and do well. So this was a big help in determining what to grow, how many seeds you need. So I will put our garden planner hopefully up here and show you what that looks like. But the Garden Almanac was a huge help. I hope this video has helped you figure out how you can set up your own garden area inside and get your setup started, what kind of seeds to grow in Zone 6B, when to start them, and overall, just hopefully it was helpful to you. So we are always here if you have any questions, and we would love to learn new things. So go ahead and drop your inspiration in the comments. We would love to hear from you.